Hey there gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about Monster Hunter Wilds because the first reviews have started to come out and they are, well, they're insane. People are saying it might actually be the best game of all time, but I want to take a look at some scores, both high and low, because I've actually been playing myself. I've been playing some Monster Hunter Wilds, and it's good. I've only played about 5 hours of it, but I was actually curious to look at some of the blurbs, the talks, the reviews, the numbers, and I gotta say, even as a person that is very invested in Monster Hunter, a person that likes Monster Hunter, I'm shocked that it is this fantastic. But let's talk. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So, I am seeing tons of people. Before the reviews actually dropped here just about 30 minutes ago, there was a leaked review last night where a website accidentally posted early and they said it might be Game of the Year 2025. And I kept hearing rumblings while I'm reviewing some stuff. Sometimes I talk to other reviewers and stuff, and everybody was like, this game is perfect. It looks insane on the PlayStation 5 Pro. It looks good everywhere, but apparently especially on the Pro. But I keep saying stuff like this. I've played and finished Monster Hunter Wilds. It might be my new favorite game of all time. Insano. Now, look at this. In case you have not heard this, Capcom has been talking about sales numbers and stuff over the course of the last couple of years. I mean, honestly, everybody's been calling them Cap God because not only is every freaking game they put out freaking top notch, whether it is Resident Evil or Mega Man or Devil May Cry or Monster Hunter, these games have been selling better than they ever have. Resident Evil is bigger than it's ever been. And now, they've actually said straight up, Monster Hunter is now one of the biggest series of all time. Some of these sell 20, 30 million copies, and you could tell they're doing the smart thing that a lot of developers don't do, which is that they're investing in the team. They've been giving people pay raises, they've been giving them more freedom to make weird stuff, and I feel like these scores reflect it. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9.5, 9.5. The current Metacritic is almost a 90, which makes it not only one of the highest games of the year, obviously, but one of the highest games of all time. The Monster Hunter Wilds campaign can be completed in 18 hours with post-game content after that. I played Monster Hunter Wilds for 30 hours on the PS5 Pro. During that time, I completed the campaign in about 18 hours and then cleared through the start of the post-game content. Now, if you've never played Monster Hunter, these games are genuinely made to be played for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours because the way it works is that there's different classes, heavy swords, sword and board, all sorts of crazy ranged weapons, all sorts of stuff, right? But when you're playing it, you're constantly leveling up. You're constantly breaking down the bits that you bash off these monsters to upgrade your gear, upgrade your armor, upgrade your cool cosmetics to look extra stylish. And so there's that fun perpetual progression that makes you want to keep restarting, going into the next lobby. I have to say that as a Monster Hunter fan, I'm most surprised by the fact that apparently I've seen people saying it actually has a good story. Now, I'm not going to knock it, but I've played the last 10 Monster Hunter stories complete, and a lot of them basically don't have a plot. It's, hey, we're going to a new country, there's new monsters, there's a couple you'll recognize, fight them, have a good time. It's interesting that this time there's actually characters. There's actually writing and cutscenes and stuff that are more impactful than just here's an excuse to keep hunting monsters. Now, I really like doing this. If you go over to the games subreddit, whenever there's big reviews, they do these review threads where originally at the top there's hey, here's the scores. 94% recommend it currently on Open Critic, but I like it because the guy goes through here a lot of times, the people that make these threads, and they cut out the important bits. I want to take a look at some of these longer blurbs here. Monster Hunter Wilds is an excellent addition to Capcom's long-running series. The game combines the expansiveness of Monster Hunter World and the improved pacing of Monster Hunter Rise into something worthy of the sum of its parts. Now, oh my god, if you did not play the last couple Monster Hunters, Monster Hunter Rise was the last one we got, and it was extremely good, very big success, but it was definitely made to be the more approachable game after the mega success of Monster Hunter World, which was so big, like a lot of the maps and stuff like that. They clearly wanted to make a game that was faster. You could grapple hook, you had mounts and stuff like that. Monster Hunter Rise was really fun, and it was definitely, I don't want to use the word easier, but it was definitely more approachable than anything we'd seen in Monster Hunter thus far. So the fact that they're combining that amount of speed and that amount of map size, that's insane. The new focus mode attacks look and feel amazing. The menagerie of new monsters to hunt is suitably varied and exciting to take down, and for those who are into it, the narrative has its moments. Admittedly, those who want more of a standard Monster Hunter gameplay loop may be left wanting. However, considering the degree of post-launch support, both free and premium, that the previous games have enjoyed, we can perhaps expect a lot more down the line following Monster Hunter Wilds release. Interesting. So, in case you didn't know, the last couple games, something else that's been incredibly impressive is that they release tons of massive expansions that are practically a sequel on their own, but also just free monsters. Here's a new thing. Here's new gear. Here's new cosmetics. Here's new stuff that's all completely free. That's fun to unlock. They did all sorts of crossovers with their other games and stuff like that. Let me take a look at one more long blurb. Let's see. We got over here. Monster Hunter Wilds is a giant stomp towards a bigger and brighter future for the beast-slaying series. Despite the sluggish pace of its story and a few muddy textures on the base PS5, it's clear Capcom hasn't bitten off more than they can chew. Wilds is a triumphant culmination of mechanics, monsters, and ideas that have been masterfully forged from 21 years of collective knowledge and experience. The result is nothing short of a carefully honed blade that manages to slice its own path, proudly staying amongst the Monster Hunter greats. If Monster Hunter World was the appetizer, then Wilds is a full-blown main course. Now, if you don't mind, I have a date with Rathos and a new greatsword to make. Now, as a greatsword player, I especially like that meme. I wanted to just make this video because, honestly, I've been so excited for the game. I'm already playing it. I'm already loving it and stuff like that. And I've been working on a bunch of other projects, so I haven't had a chance to sit down and really grind it out to do like a big review and stuff like that. But it's cool to me that I feel like Capcom is now the gold standard because not only are their games good, not only are they constantly releasing stuff, they do a mix of remakes, remasters, completely great sequels, and more than that, the polish, the quality, the greatness of their games stands on its own. I don't need to explain to you why Resident Evil is great, why Devil May Cry is great, why Monster Hunter is great. The games do truly stand on their own. But I wanted to just do a video reacting to the reviews because honestly, behind the scenes, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about how great it's going to be. So I'm extremely happy that it came out and, well, it's as good as everybody expected it to be. But tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you excited for Monster Hunter Wilds? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. If you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please keep dreaming. Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to go play more Monster Hunter. Bye! Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.